Hello children, welcome back to chemistry class. Today we are going to discuss properties of carboxylic acid. Before this, we have already discussed some properties of carboxylic acid. So here we will discuss some more properties of carboxylic acid. So let us see what properties, what type of reaction is shown by carboxylic acid. Before this, we have discussed that carboxylic acid is acidic because that loses H plus and after that get stabilized. Means conjugate base get stabilized. Or resonance stabilized means carboxylate ion got after losing proton. So that is resonance stabilizing. And carboxylate ion is more stable than the carboxylic acid. Okay, so let us see more properties. Next is a reaction involving the cleavage of CO1. Before this we have discussed, so there was a cleavage of this bond. This bond was broken, but here we will see cleavage of CO1 means it acts as hydroxyl group. So let us see how does it reaction is important. Let us see. First is formation of anhydride. Formation of anhydride means anhydride will be formed when two molecules of ethanoic acid, or we can say ethanoic acid, not alkanoic acid, is heated in presence of mineral acid. Mineral acids such as H2SO4 or P2O5, etc. When alkanoic acid is heated with in presence of mineral acid, gives anhydride. So if we are taking ethanoic acid, so we will get ethanoic anhydride. If we are taking propanoic, we will get propanoic anhydride. So like this product we will get. What we have seen here. So if alkanoic acid is heated in presence of mineral acid, it forms anhydride. If we are taking different type of acid, we get different type of anhydride. So what we have taken here, we have taken here ethanoic acid, two molecules of ethanoic acid. So H2O will be released when it is heated in presence of mineral acid. H2O is released. So how does OH from one molecule and H from other molecule? OH from one molecule and H from other molecule, and it will be released like this, and what is remaining? CH3CO, CH3CO and CH3COO, and that can be written like this also. So it is ethanoic anhydride or acetic anhydride, we can say. What we can say? Acetic anhydride. So you students, please remember that when alkanoic acid is heated in presence of mineral acid, it gives anhydride. So the anhydride depends upon the carbon of carboxylic acid. How many carbons carboxylic acid we are taking, according that we will get anhydride. So we will get like this. In simple way, if we write, so we can write like this. We can write like this. Yes, can write like this, and two molecules will be taken. Okay, students, and it will form anhydride. So RCO whole twice O plus H2. This is the reaction. So you remember, and what is in presence of mineral acid like H2SO4 or P2O5. And next is esterification. What is esterification? Next reaction is most important reaction, and you might have studied it in alcohol also. You might have studied in alcohol also, esterification, because this reaction is in both alcohol and in acid. So what is esterification reaction? When acid is heated with alcohol. alcohol, acid is treated with alcohol in presence of mineral acid. In presence of acid, minerals like H2SO4. H2SO4, it forms ester. It forms ester. So how does it happen here? Let us see. How does it happen? One water molecule is released. What? One water molecule is released. And what is that? So if one molecule is released, so we will write what is that? RCOR. RCOR. And one water molecule is released. So what happened? OH from this molecule and H from that molecule. OH from acid molecule and H from alcohol molecule, and it will form ester. So if we are taking this example, CH3 COOH plus methyl alcohol, so we can write like this: OHR. So it will form H2O and it will be released. Here I will write CH3. So what is the product and what is catalyst here? We have used catalyst. What? H2SO4. H2SO4 we have used as a catalyst. So it will form ester. This is ester. So what is name of this? Methyl acetate. Okay, methyl acetate. We can write the name of this compound, students. So what you have seen, when alcohol react with acid in presence of H2SO4 or strong acid, like that we can take H2SO4 or HCl, it forms ester, and this reaction is called esterification. This reaction is called esterification. So here it is reversible also. When water is added to ester, it hydrolyzes and gives acid and alcohol. It is a reversible reaction. Understand? That's why H2SO4 is taken as catalyst. So what we have seen, and we have mechanism of this topic. So let us see how this mechanism of this topic completed. So I will rub this portion. So what you have understood, esterification, the process in which acid react with alcohol in presence of acid like H2SO4 or HCl gives ester, and this process is called esterification. So which formation of ester? So we can write formation of ester. Formation of ester by the reaction of acid with alcohol in presence of acid like H2SO4 or HCl is called esterification. Students, this is esterification. So we have seen here acid react with alcohol in presence of H2SO4 or HCl gives ester and H2O. This is reversible reaction. So this is a very important reaction because it is in 2 chapters. You have already studied it in alcohol. In alcohol you have already discussed mechanism. So here we will discuss mechanism. In that mechanism is not given. I think mechanism is not given in alcohol, but in this chapter mechanism is also given. So if you understand mechanism, it would be easy to complete the reaction. So let us see how does it happen. What is the mechanism of esterification? So in esterification we have used a catalyst. So as you know that what is the function of catalyst? Catalyst start the reaction. Catalyst start the reaction, and at last it remains unchanged physically as well as chemically. Means you might have studied that catalysts are the substances, they initiate the reaction or increase or decrease the rate of reaction, but they separate out at the last of reaction without any physical or chemical change in them. So here we have taken what? H2SO4 as a catalyst. So when we ionize H2SO4 it ionizes as H plus and HSO4 minus. Got it? H2SO4 ionizes H plus and HSO4 minus. And now students, main point is coming. So you see here H plus is there. Where it can attack, if I rub it, where it can attack? It is H plus, so a position where the number of electron is more or unpaired electron are more. Okay students, so here also 2 lone pair electron is there. 2 lone pair electron. Understand? There also lone pair electron. You might be knowing what are lone pair electron. Lone pair electrons are the pair of electron those who did not participate in chemical bonding or bond formation. Okay students, so here it will attack, where it will attack, because it will attack at the position where electron is rich. So here also electron is there also, but here it is no problem, there is no hindrance system. So it will attack there, it will attack at this, and when it will attack, so it is H plus, okay, it is H plus. You see carefully, it is H plus, be attentive, it is H plus, so it is forming one bond with hydrogen. So in forming one bond with hydrogen, one hydrogen of this one will be given to this, and there will be positive charge, and with this hydrogen it will form the bond. Okay, so when it's this is given to there, that will be positive charge. I will not show here. Means I told you like this, 2 electrons are there and H plus, and it is oxidation. Okay students, it is H plus. So what will happen? How does it will form bond? Because here it is covalent bond form. So first this electron will be given to this. Understand? So if electron is being transferred, so here will be positive charge, and with one electron it will form the bond. Understood? Let me explain again. H plus goes to add oxidation because it is electron rich position. So what happened here? If it goes, it forms bond, but in during the it forms bond, and for bond formation there is need of 2 electron. 2 electron. So first 1 electron is being transferred. 1 electron is being transferred to this, then positive charge generated, and 1 electron of this hydrogen and 1 of this is forming single bond. So single bond is formed here, and positive charge generated at oxidation. And next is, let me see. So if one lone pair is used, so only one lone pair will be remain there. So I have shown the lone pair. Okay students, and oxidation is very electronegative as you are knowing. So being electronegative, it can't bear the positive charge for a long time. As soon as possible it will adjust and it want to remove H plus. So how does it is possible? How does it is possible? There is one chance. By that it may be possible. How does? If it draws these electrons it draws, so the charge will be removed. So first I will show here. Just you have to imagine. We will not show that. You have to imagine. If we are shifting this bond to there, so charge will be removed. So 2 electron, 2 lone pair electron will be again there. So I have shown 2 electron. And if this one is shifted, so here positive charge will be generated. Surely, yes, positive charge will be generated. At this carbonyl carbon, there will be positive charge. If this bond shifted that side, so here will be positive charge. If positive charge generated, so here I have shown positive charge. And at the carbonyl carbon, where positive charge is generated, alcohol molecules attack, alcohol molecule attack, and that the portion which has lone pair electron, which portion has more electron will attack at this carbon. So in alcohol molecules, which one has lone pair electron? Oxygen has lone pair electron. So it will attack. We will say alcohol molecule attack, but try to understand this portion attack to there, and when it will attack to there, so it will form the charge. It will form the bond here, and like this. If I said it will form one, so like this it will form one. So what will happen if one electron is being transferred here and again bond is being formed? So there will be positive charge and one lone pair electron. So this one has attacked on this. So one positive charge here, you may see one positive charge generated, and two means one pair of lone pair electron, and hydrogen is there. So hydrogen is there. Understood? Here what we have seen, and at these two oxygen there are two lone pair, at this also there are two lone pair electrons. And in next system what happened? In next system we are seeing that proton transfer. So proton transfer. So where is possibility of transferring proton? So the position from where we can transfer the proton. So here is oxygen is carry positive charge and being electronegative, so it can't bear positive charge for a longer time and it will draw the electron. So proton will be released from here and it will be released and it will be transferred to this. So proton transfer, in proton transfer, if this one is being released, so since what we have seen that this proton, this H plus as a proton will be transferred to this oxygen. So if proton, as you know that proton doesn't have any electron, so if it is being transferred, it will form bond and again positive charge will be generated on this oxygen like here. Okay students, so and here again it will carry the two lone pair electron because this bond one is shifted that side. So what we have seen there, proton has transferred in the system. So from here it will be transferred to there. So what is next step? Next step is that here oxygen carry positive charge. So it will not be same as means being electronegative, it can't carry positive charge for a longer time. Okay. So what happened in next step is this O plus H2 will be released as H2O. So during that process, if as soon as it release, when it will release, what happen? As soon as it will release, this lone pair will be shifted. This lone pair will be shifted, and positive charge will be generated to there. Means how does it? Like this. This will be transferred there, and one bond will be formed. Okay, students. So these two electrons of oxygen, so one is being transferred to here and then bond is formed again. So positive charge will be generated and it will be released as H2O. And when it will be released as H2O, this bond, you see, this carbon is less electronegative than the oxygen. So it will take the bonded electron. So this electron will be taken. When this electron will be taken, so positive charge will be generated here. And positive charge that generated. So by transferring this electron, or we can say this will attract this electron because positive charge generated. So electronegativity of carbon enters so much, so it will draw the electron and it will finish the positive charge. So if it finishes positive charge, so positive charge will be developed on this oxygen. So let us see, H2O will be released. H2O, this is H2O that is being released. Next is that, what is next? Here, as soon as it is released, so positive charge will be generated. I have shown positive charge and one lone pair of electron. And I told that oxygen is being very more electronegative. It can't bear positive charge for a longer time. So what will happen in next step? We will see that this H due to plus, it will draw the electron from hydrogen where it is possible. So at other places there is no hydrogen, so it will draw hydrogen as hydrogen's electron, not hydrogen electron. and it will be released as H plus. It will be released as H plus, and charge of this one will be removed. When it will transfer, it will draw the electron, so charge will be removed. So here charge will be removed and it will carry 2 load barrel of electron, and here alkyl and alkyl group. And what? And again from where we got it? We got from acid, and again acid react with HSO4 like this we can show. Again acid react with H plus react with HSO4 and form what? It forms what is H2SO4. So what you have seen that the mechanism of acidification is very easy, but try to understand. If you understand once, it will be easy for you, and you can take the help of book also. It is given in book also. So not explain so much. On my basis, I have explained. If you understand, you watch it, and if any problem is there, again I will explain. So if any problem is there, if you are not able to understand, please comment. I will explain it again. Okay, thank you, students.